morning, children. Let me continue the lesson. And yesterday I taught you the events leading to the civil disobedient movement and what are the different aspects that led. First of all, I told you program that is the civil disobedient movement. The first one is Simon Commission. Why the Simon Commission came to India and why Indian or the Congress members were not happy, why the Simon need to be sent back. The Nehru's report, and the challenge that Indians are good for nothing, then they made a group where Nehru was made as the president and they took it as a challenge to prepare the points and the 14 points which is related to the dominion status and importance for the Indians' welfare. And when it was rejected by the Jinnah and Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose felt that we don't want any sort of the points which I have written, but we want complete independence of the Purna Swaraj which they demanded. And for that we also find the August was given to the Indians. So we were, in that they promised that they will give us dominion status and the important too. But later it disappointed. The last session, in that session, why the session was held? Because the British government, what we had demanded for the Purna Swaraj or the dominion status was not given to us, no assurance was given. That is what in the last session the Indian decided along with the, Nehru that they will go in the procession and hoist the flag near the Ravi River, and the 26th January, which they consider, if at all we get independence from the British government, we will celebrate until we get the complete independence, the 26th January as an Independence Day. So they did it. That's why the 26th January becomes a very significant day for the Indians, and I told you the importance. Programs of movement. Programs of the movement followed by the same. So here the people went on protesting against the government, and I was telling about the Dandi March. Sorry, I hope I have not told about the Dandi March. People went in the procession. There Gandhi, the first step that was taken by Gandhi was Dandi March. So he started from Sabarmati to Dandi, 200 miles away from, and the beginning 2017 members were followed the Gandhi, and later we could find many people, men and women followed, and they reached Dandi on 5th April. So on 6th, so they started to break the salt. Salt became the symbol of breaking the law of the British government. So that was followed by every state. That's what breaking of the main program of the civil disobedient movement, followed by Dandi March. And when Gandhi started taking the handful of the salt and boiling it and breaking the law of the government, so that became the symbol almost in all part of the country. And we can find later the programs of our people was, that is, the national leaders, breaking of the forest law, non-payment of the taxes, boycotting the foreign goods as well as the liquors, and completely all that is belong to the government. So we are not given important, and we were completely against the government. That is what we are not going to support the government anymore, and we were very strict to whatever the programs are made by the Congress members. Course of the movement. So once Gandhi started the Dandi March and breaking of the salt, and all these programs was rapidly spreading everywhere, and even the people started to spread the same movement across the world. Different leaders, different states, different person came forward to breaking the law of the British government, and we will find here in Gujarat and United Provinces and Midnapur district of Bengal. So there also the people started to protest against breaking the salt as a symbol of breaking the law of the British government. In Tamil Nadu, Sri Rajagopalachari, and in the northwest and Virginia district where the red shirts, they were also called to be a servants of God. So they all started protesting against the government, not to give any importance for the government, instead go against the government, whatever the law that was introduced by the government. So we will also find, followed by this, thousands of the women started responding to the words of Gandhi. So Gandhi asked the people not to buy the goods of the British government, instead use what is taught by them, like weaving, spinning, and so on. So women give a lot of response to Gandhi, and I know the Dandi March, the women were always kept inside the four walls, not allowed to come out of the houses. Even those women by seeing Gandhi's, they inspired and they started to go with him on the Dandi March, so that all women who never came out of the house also came out and they started to involve in the national movement. So for that we will find government was not very happy and they didn't keep quiet. They started to take different measures to suppress the movement. So first one we will find the laws that was introduced, so no Indians could go freely anywhere, and they should complete the freedom of speech was restricted, and whoever get together and they discuss anything in the group, so they were arrested. Now once again the arrest of the 60,000 people, the great leaders were arrested who were protesting against the British government. Even Gandhi was arrested on 4th May 1930. Later we will find again the government took lot of that means started to suppress the people of our country with the lathi charges and beating them and put them behind the bar. So that was the movement, that is courses of the movement which has taken place, and Indians were completely suppressed. And coming to the first round table conference after the Dandi March, and we will come with the first round table conference. First round table conference held on 12th November 1930 in the British Parliament itself. Of course, most of the Indians and different group of people, that is different community people, attended over there, but the first round table conference was failure is because of the Congress members were not attended. They were busy in national movement, affecting the people who are backward and so on. When they were busy with that, so they didn't attend the first round table conference. British felt that Congress presence is more important, because of that the first round table conference was a failure. So because of that, Ivan was sent to meet Gandhi to compromise and to attend the second round table conference. When the Ivan came to India, Gandhi also felt it's a great opportunity, and he started demanding from the Ivan that he should release the people who are unnecessarily arrested, whatever the confiscated lands to be restored back to the people, and the liquor shop to be completely shut down, and what are the innocent people who are arrested, they should be released. So when he agreed for that, then he said, then we will attend the second round table conference. Of course, the second round table conference, along with Gandhi, Sarojini Naidu and other great leaders went to attend in London. After going there, nothing was discussed regarding Indians' petition or prayers, whichever they put forth, or we had been demanding from the government that Dominion status or complete independence. So nothing discussed in the second round table conference. Only they discussed about the Simon Commission, and Gandhi came with the MP, and even Gandhi requested to meet Viceroy. They denied, and after coming from second round table conference, Gandhi renewed the civil disobedience movement. And the Communal Awards. Here, when Gandhi renewed the civil disobedience movement, immediately they tried to Gandhi put behind the bar. And they given different options for the Indians. Once again we will find in the Communion Award which has taken place, and here they want to make the division among the people, because particularly in the election, according to the election in the Swaraj party, we find maximum vote was won by the Congress members. According to that, the Congress has to get the opportunity of taking care of the interim government and so on. So when the Congress members not accepted, so they want to separate on 16th August 1932. They are given the Communion Award, we consider. That means they are given importance for Jinnah to take up, where the different groups, divisions also was given in that. So because of that, Indians felt that it is not at all an important thing where Indian Congress members need to get, not the Muslims. So they felt that they are completely going to bring the division among the Hindus and the Muslims. Coming to the end of the movement. End of the movement, once again after the Communion Award, they were called once again for the third round table conference, and the Congress members felt attending this third round table conference is not at all necessary, and what we demanded we may not get it. So they thought, instead of wasting our time, let us go uplifting the people of our own country. That is what the end of the movement. So they went and to maintain the cleanliness in the nation wherever they could possible, introducing that, and the people who are completely, the women were not educated, to give importance for the education and give a moral values and social identification, and they also given importance for the industries and all level development they tried to work. And coming to the importance of the civil disobedience movement. Civil disobedience movement, with that we have not got the independence. We need to, but we find here how the Indians started to work and inspired by the people who sacrificed their life for the sake of the country, and in a different way, all the peasants may be, the workers may be, and all people of our country from the nook and corner tried to work for the national movement and cooperate with the national leaders. And we also find the government, even though it has taken different measures to suppress and so on, so Indians never gave up. They went on working for the national movement. The only intention of the Indians were that we need to get our freedom. So because of that, they cooperated with all the leaders and started to work for the upliftment of the people as well as work for the national movement. And later we also find the Government of India Act of 1935 was introduced. According to that, in what way we Indians will be given importance on how we need to work, and whether they will give the dominion status or to remain alone. And lastly, it is said the Indian women were completely liberated. That means once they started to come out of themselves to take part in the national movement, so they were completely given freedom to work for the national movement. So with this, my chapter completes the national movement. So I would like to say, children, go through all the points which I have given and go through the textbook, and I want you at least 2 questions of the reference context to solve it every day and send it to me.